So, hi everyone. I left things really abrupt and vague, so I thought I'll come here and clear things a little bit. So, from the title of this video, you would have known that I'm on this journey of learning and self education by homeschooling myself. And for that, I'm building a curriculum for myself. And in this video, I'll take you through what my curriculum consists of, why I have included things I have, and what my take on them would be. So, my curriculum consists of 9 courses, and I know that sounds a lot, but as we go through them, you'll realize it's not really that much. And I have one ongoing documentation project because I'm a documentation puglu and I don't really like things, or I don't really consider them done until it's like documented and logged. Yeah. So let me walk you through what these courses would be. So the first 2 courses, which are purely learning courses, are these 2 study courses that I have, which are related to finance and blockchain. So both are related to my professional journey and something I want to work towards. After having been 4 years into the financial profession, I've realized how much I could go with how little I knew. So I now want to harness all of my potential by actually knowing about the markets. The second one that I have here is blockchain, because I've always been really fascinated by that one field, but not really gotten enough into it, or I could not really go into deeply. Yeah. Next, I have a next section is my favorite. Next, I have some interdisciplinary courses, which are 4 in total, and they have been chosen because I already have some unfinished research on them, or I've always been interested in them and never got the chance to explore. The first is network, and I'll start off with network risk and then move on to studying the different social networks that we have in the world, and also try to create our own social network if we could. Like, what would an ideal social network look like from my lens, or like a study on that. That's how I view this course as, starting off with a network risk project that I did back when I was at one of my previous firms, where this project was an intersection between physics, in computer science, and finance. Then I want to expand that into the social network that we see in the world, and then I want to see what an ideal social network would be, because I'm definitely interested in both social and network aspect of it. So that's one. The next is psychology and behavioral economics, because this is something I really want to experiment with, because when things like consumer psychology, player psychology, game theory, neuroscience, all these things come into picture, I really get interested in. And I've always wanted to make games, and I've been an ardent game player in my childhood of like arcade games, strategy games. So want to really experiment with these projects. Yeah. Now, one of the most exciting interdisciplinary course is the one that I have next, is arts, which would consist of sociology and anthropology, where I would be exploring the literary arts, the culinary arts, the fine arts, the cultural and historical aspects of different cities when I travel and where I travel to. Finally, in these interdisciplinary courses, I have an economics course where I'd be studying the relationships of different economical concepts with each other, like gender diversity, employment, and poverty, so etc. Like, I haven't finalized on the topics, and I haven't finalized on what these topics or what these relationships would be, and I want to do some more research on it, but this is the basic structure of. After these four, we have another two applied subjects, which are AI and language. Now, these would be project based too, because these are project based courses and not really much learning or research, but applied sciences or applied concepts. So for AI, I'd be experimenting with different vibe coding applications or products or games that just make my life easier. So I just don't want to get out of the habit of, say, coding or vibe coding. So that's why I've kept this component. And also there's just a lot of advancements in the world that keep on happening, and I don't want to stay out of touch, and hence I've kept that AI component into my course. And the second one is language, one local and one global. Local would mostly be Kannada, because I live in a city which uses or which speaks Kannada, and it'll be very helpful for me to even understand that language. And the global language is still yet to be decided. The final course that we have is on the things around us and more inclined towards engineering, which I plan to do in the format of case studies and concepts. Given I have a civil engineering background and based on my personal interest, I would like to start with topics such as sustainability and material sciences, and then we can see the flow from there on to how to go about things. The ongoing project throughout all these courses would be documenting my learnings in a good packaged format on YouTube for anyone to consume, so that while I am learning and benefiting from them, anyone who is interested in these topics can also just come and casually watch. So that was my curriculum and how I am looking at things ahead. Now, one thing that I want to leave you with is why even do this, right? It's because growing up, I've always watched History TV 18 or Discovery Channel or even Fox TV, and all these channels had one thing in common, that was learning, right? So even recently I was just watching a Netflix documentary called The Mind Explained, and I realized how much I liked and missed watching those kind of shows and that kind of content. So with hopefully what I put out on the internet, I can bring back that nostalgia for myself and for the people around me, so that they can have a taste of what it was growing up in the era when we did. So yeah, not to sound very noble, but that's my mission statement, that's my vision that I have with this whole Sahili Tries doing a curriculum era of myself. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Thank you so much.